Okay, let's talk about the gender pay gap. And before I get a bunch of dude bros in my comment section telling me it doesn't exist, because today I am specifically talking about the motherhood penalty. So after having me, my mom ended up staying home from work. My dad was going back to school and working full time, so daycare costs didn't make sense for them. Then they had my sister, roughly 5 years after I was born, so my mom ended up being off for 10 years. This was from 1990 to 2000, when the internet was also born. So prior to having me, she was working downtown, she was making really good money, except essentially all of her skills became null and void with the introduction of the internet. Because she was still responsible for the majority of the household tasks and the childcare tasks, going back to school didn't really make sense for her. So she ended up taking jobs that were paying a lot less than what she was making previously. So she was working jobs as a school bus driver or a cafeteria worker. So the gender pay gap accounts for the underemployment of women who end up being further behind in their careers than men because they took time off to raise kids. And it also accounts for the motherhood penalty, where women who don't have kids, on average, will be able to make more.